too much. Maybe too much, too long, too much everything. Too much of trying to juggle, of trying to spin plates, of trying to keep everyone happy. I can only imagine that may very, very well be how you are feeling some of the time, a lot of the time, depending on what's going on today and in the days that have already run up to this strange time that everyone is in right now. And everyone is in it in different ways. You know, when we look across social media, of course we might be seeing, all the fabulous pictures or all the great things everyone says they are doing. Or, as I've seen on some posts on social media, people just bringing one thing after another that they're finding overwhelming and too much. And that's completely understandable. And it's actually important to allow ourselves that feeling of, you know what, right now, another fight breaking out in the front room, another refusal to eat dinner, another stomping off upstairs and a door banging feels like too much. That's just part of being a human being. That's just part of the overwhelm that's kind of all around us. It's certainly on the media if you're looking at the media. And of course, it's often what's showing up inside the children as well. So they are, some will kind of have a foot in both camps at the moment. A foot in the, yay, we're all at home together, and I get to play more, I get to maybe use screens more, I get to have more time with whoever it is I live at home with, mummy, daddy, nanny, whoever it is. But they also might have a foot in the camp of, but what am I missing out on? But I'm not seeing my friends. But what about my education? What about, maybe there are birthday parties coming up or events, or, for the older children, maybe their proms at school, of course, exams. So they may dip in and out of both states and many other states as well. And of course, they're then bringing all these emotions, all these confusions, all these very fast moving states sometimes to you over and over and over again. So, you're not imagining this feeling of overwhelm or too muchness that can keep coming and going, and the exhaustion that can sometimes bring as well, or feelings that, you know what is wrong with me, that I can't hold this, I can't do this. Again, that's really normal to feel like that. So what can you do? What can you do? Because at the moment, we definitely don't know how long this will go on. I'm not telling you, there's no big revelation. I haven't got an insight route to old Boris and his team or whoever it is, I don't know. We just don't know. And so it's about moment to moment preservation, never mind day to day. I mean, sometimes thinking about the whole day can in itself feel like too much. So it comes back to the same old stuff that I know I keep banging on about. You're probably seeing it everywhere, you're hearing it everywhere, but that's because it really, really is the most essential thing at the moment. It is when people talk about if you're on a plane and something goes wrong with the plane, the oxygen mask drops down and you need to get it on yourself first. They say that, don't they? Put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you go help your children, your baby, your partner, the old lady in the other seat, whoever it is. You have to regularly be literally taking a deep breath. And that might help, that image might help of, okay, it feels like the wheels are coming off. I need to take a breath. I probably wouldn't put my hand over my mouth, but, hand on your heart. I need to take a breath. I just need to go stand on the back doorstep. I need to go stand in the bathroom. One of my clients said the other day that she's spending quite a lot of time in the bathroom at the moment, just going, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, for herself more than anything else. You know, or if something's just happened and you've just lost it, so long as the children are safe, just taking yourself somewhere for a moment, maybe just putting your hands on your head, just rocking a bit, and maybe saying to yourself, I forgive you, or I don't know, any phrase that comes in that feels like the right thing to say to yourself, it is the right thing to say to yourself, so long as it's not mean. You know, if you're saying mean things to yourself, like, oh, you're a failure, obviously that's not going to relieve any sense of this is too much, and I, you know, you already feel terrible. You don't need to be doing that. But finding a little phrase that you can just say to yourself, a word, you're okay. Oh, there's more than a word. You're okay, or we're okay. It just doesn't matter with your breathing. And, you know, if you can't leave the children, or in some ways even better if you can do it around the children, but you give them a heads up, you know, if I'm starting to just, I don't know, not feel okay, so we don't have to make it dramatic, feel like it's too much, feel overwhelmed, might scare them. But if we just say, you know, if I start feeling like, I don't know, a bit uncomfortable or a bit stressed or whatever, I'm just going to start doing this. It's okay, because I find that helps me to feel a bit more comfortable and calm again. So keep it really simple for yourselves. Keep it really simple around the children. And as I say, it's always good to just have these little chats and say, you know, God, you know, sometimes I just get a bit with it all. I don't even need words sometimes, or I just get a bit, I know, maybe you can notice. So this is what I am going to do so that I can just feel a bit calm and a bit more relaxed again. So, you know, just a little check-in like that. And you can do that with a child of any age, much older children, you know, just a slightly different tone of voice or slightly different words. But they'll get it and they will appreciate it, even if they maybe don't verbally say it. On some level, they will really appreciate what you're doing. And who knows, they may even go on to adopt it as a strategy themselves. So you haven't imagined, you know, this feeling of overwhelm, it isn't your fault, but it is something that for your safety, your sanity, all the rest of it is really, really, really important to take these tiny little moments to tend. And then, of course, if you're doing that, then the children get the benefit from it, and it will just ease the situation in your home a bit more.